A leaked audio recording has just revealed something that should make every single person watching this feel uncomfortable. A CEO of one of the biggest companies on earth installed tracking software on his employees' computers, watched what they typed, watched how they clicked, recorded how they worked. Then he used all of that data to train an artificial intelligence system, and then he fired 8,000 of them. That CEO is Mark Zuckerberg. The company is Meta. And what happened inside those offices over the last 5 weeks is one of the most disturbing stories in the history of big tech. Let me walk you through exactly what happened, because the timeline is what makes this truly chilling. On the 21st of April, Meta quietly rolled out new software across the company: keystroke tracking, mouse movement recording, screen monitoring, installed on employee computers across the entire organization, 78,000 people. Meta's official explanation was almost laughable. They said the AI models just needed to learn how people click drop-down menus, routine stuff, nothing to worry about. But here is what nobody else is telling you. 9 days later, on the 30th of April, Mark Zuckerberg held an all-hands meeting with staff, and someone recorded it. In that leaked audio, Zuckerberg did not talk about drop-down menus. He told his employees, to their faces, that Meta's AI models learn best by watching, and these are his exact words: really smart people do things. He then explained why Meta's own staff were better training material than outside contractors, because, again, his words, the average intelligence of the people who are at this company is significantly higher than the average set of people that you can get to do tasks. He was telling his employees they were brilliant, valuable, the best in the world at what they do, and that is exactly why he was recording everything they did, to feed it into an AI system. Stay with me because this is where it gets dark. Zuckerberg knew this would leak. On the same tape, he told staff it was not strategically in your interest to share what he was telling them. He knew how it would look. He said it anyway. And then came the 28th days of hell. Meta announced that 10% of the company would be laid off, but they did not do it quickly. They did not rip the plaster off. They told everyone the date it would happen, and then made the entire company wait. For 28 days, 78,000 people going to work every morning, not knowing if they still had a job, checking their emails, watching their colleagues, wondering if today was the day. And on the 20th of May, at 4 in the morning Singapore time, the email started going out. 8,000 people gone. Not at 9 a.m. in a meeting with their manager, at 4 in the morning, by email. Some of them found out before they had even woken up. They opened their phones and their careers were over. And that is not even the worst part. On the same day the layoff emails went out, flyers appeared on the walls inside Meta's offices. Employees had printed petitions urging their colleagues to sign against the AI tracking program. Over 1,000 people signed. One software engineer wrote an internal post telling staff that AI is a freight train, but the future is not a foregone conclusion. But for 8,000 of them, it was already too late. The AI had already learned what it needed from watching them work, and now they were no longer needed. So let me paint the full picture. Meta installed surveillance software on 78,000 employees, used their work, their keystrokes, their clicks, their daily routines to train AI models. The CEO went on tape bragging about how smart his employees were and how that made them perfect training data. Then he made them wait 28 days in fear. Then he fired 8,000 of them by email at 4 in the morning. And the company reported record profits the same quarter, over $56 billion in revenue. This was not a company struggling to survive. This was the most profitable quarter in Meta's history. They did not need to fire anyone. They chose to. Now here is why this matters to you. Even if you have never worked at Meta, even if you do not care about Mark Zuckerberg, even if you think this is just another tech story, because Meta is not the only company doing this. One AI governance advisor said it plainly. Every company is training AI on their employees. Meta just said it out loud. Think about your own workplace, that new software your company rolled out, that productivity tracking tool, that screen monitoring program they said was just for security. How sure are you that your work is not being recorded right now to train a system that could one day do your job? The question is no longer whether AI will replace people. That debate is over. The question is, are you training your own replacement right now and you do not even know it? Subscribe to AI Unfiltered. I do the research every single week so you do not have to. See you in the next one. And remember, keep the faith.